Hello, beautiful community. Long time no see. I've had to do a couple of medical things. So it's an interesting question. What has Putin been thinking in his November time of seeming disappearance? Now, you've seen him do the rocket threat. You have seen him do a televised post-rocket meeting to talk about the greatness of his rocket. But you've also seen, if you've been following Russia more closely, a lot of canned videos that clearly don't seem to have come out at the time that the actual meetings in the footage happened. And that suggests that Putin has been less public, and so where is he and what is he doing? Well, he's obviously not hiding from the fear of nuclear escalation. If he's doing anything, he's thinking about a question like, is there anything that Trump could plausibly offer me, that Trump could himself get away with offering me, that it would be rational for me to accept given the current state of the war? And the tempting answer for Putin there is no, but I believe the question is live for him. And it's a question he does take seriously. There are two important aspirations that Putin has when he thinks about this question in my analysis. The first is obviously regime security, and the second is whatever outcome at least more toxic than less toxic for Ukraine's political and economic sustenance, right? He cannot have a situation where the pattern for Ukraine is that it's strengthening. He needs a situation where the pattern for Ukraine is that it's weakening, even if it's not precipitously and catastrophically, but he needs that. As far as regime security, he thinks that multiple scenarios of stopping the war would probably lead to a positive cumulative informational bounce in Russia. Nothing like Crimea 2014, but that it would lead to some kind of positive bounce because a desire to stop the war that you find in the population is there, because the cessation could be to a degree sold as a temporary victory, and because there would be clearly the perception, including inside the regime, of this being a cessation of a conflict that needs to be renewed, restarted again in the near future, in Ukraine or elsewhere. However, even if that bounce occurred, Putin also recognizes that as soon as direct hostilities stop, that article that we read together by Tatiana Stanovaya in a very long video, 40-minute long video, probably a week ago, comes into action. That's to say, conflicts within the country magnify, and Putin more palpably has to act as an arbiter and referee in these conflicts with limited powers. So as soon as full hostilities stop, a process of gradual, non-catastrophic diminution of Putin's power begins. And that, of course, is part of the very reason he started the war. One of the 5 to 10 reasons he started the war is that his power to condition the outcomes of conflicts within elites was diminishing. He was becoming more referee than decider, and sometimes more spectator than referee. That pattern will restart as soon as direct hostilities stop, and he's concerned about that. And he needs to be clear that the risks there for him are not too great. So these are the kinds of thoughts that he is having as he is about to hear something from Trump. I hope this helps you a little bit analytically. Lots of love.